as you can see, Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands. Here we go. Lavell. Hold on, you might not.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, how are you? Good morning.
Good.
All right, cool. First of all, I'm recording this because I want this to be like my new style of doing, you know, my first part of testimonials. This first testimonial, second testimonial, but I wanted to let you know, and for all who don't know, this is Lavell. I'm just recording this on a Zoom. Lavell and I have a deep history. I'm not going to take up much of your time, so we don't need to get into it if you want to save it for your testimonial, but you have bought, how many properties do you have right now under contract with me? Outside of the one that we just paid off, that you just paid off.
I think we got about 3 or 4 more.
Yeah. And then you have one for your son and then other properties that you're using for whatever wealth generation you're doing, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. And how did you find me first? What was the first way that you found me?
Facebook, I believe.
Right. Okay, cool. So we started a process, I think it was over a year ago with the first lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So fast forward up to now, everybody, Lavell, you would tell them a little bit of your background. Let's promote your business first, and we'll get to, everybody knows who I am. I'm wearing it. It's in the back, but let's talk about the value you bring, which is why I'm doing this in the first place. Let's bring your business to the forefront.
Yes. This is a long time coming. My company is Madden Improvements. I reside in Colorado now, but I'm a native of California. But I do remodels and new builds, and I've been at it for 35 years. And this is awesome for me to purchase this lot because I'll be developing my own properties and continuing to do so. And that's what I do, and I love doing it.
Okay. And we've had a few conversations just about like, what is, now that you bought from me as the owner, my wife and I, and then you and I have had conversations along the way. And I guess what have I always offered you or tried to bring to you as far as from my end? Is it just like, here, take the land, give me your money, and that's it? Or is there more?
No, you always been very informal, helpful, and I like what you bring to the table because you do create an opportunity for people to build wealth for their family,
right?
Like we should all be doing,
Yeah.
As a people. So what you and your wife offer is really God sent. It's a blessing. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. And then what are other little? Can you just maybe give them a little clue? Not too much, but just things that we talk about, like with your business, how I, kind of say, hey, here's the other things of, my little like mad scientist plans that I always do with the owners of like, hey, here's how you can build, I don't want you to just take the land and do what you want, but here's what you can do to help other people that are also my clients,
Yes. I can build everyone's home. I have a ton of framing crews, plumbers, electricians, concrete contractors that I've been working with for years, and I can save you guys a lot of time and money and headache, and we can all get very wealthy together.
Right. Cool. All right. So that's what I wanted. I didn't want me to say because I don't want to make it sound like it's scripted, but yes, I always try to promote if Lavell has a skill that can help my other clients, I want him to be successful in doing what he's doing. And then also I want him to bring extra value to the other clients I have, because all of my clients are people who bought lots from us. They have lots in the same city where his land is being owned at. So my call for you in doing this is that we talked, what was it, Saturday, when you were asking me about the survey and I gave you the list of the contacts.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, wait till Thursday, which would be the 21st on my calendar of it being recorded. And so, I was like, hey, let's wait till Thursday because I think that's when it'll be recorded, right?
Yes.
And you're asking me like, oh, have you tracked when it got there? I'm like, I'm in New York. I haven't even taken one look at it, right? So literally right after I got off the phone with you, this is what happened. I'm going to share my screen with you, so I just want you to see what happens, all right?
Okay.
That all right?
Yes.
So I just happen to, can you see my screen? I'm hoping everybody can see my screen right here.
Yes.
It's like the county, this is Kern County's assessor site. So I'm just going to let me go back a step and just show you. I go to the assessor site. I go over records, and then I go for search for recorded documents. This is also for Lavell, so that way he can find, he could have found this or find this as well. So this is a show and tell, or show and teach at the same time. So when you go by search by grantor, everybody knows my name, Philip Davis, but you got to type it in backwards. So last name first, first name second. I have a middle. These are all me, the H Junior, Harry H and Junior, because we have a lot of properties, as Lavell knows. And here I come and look, right? Here's the weirdest thing about it. We talked and I was sure it was going to be the 21st. And then I come up here and just happen to look, right? And here I see, boom, on the 14th, it was already recorded.
Wow.
Yeah, like
that's wonderful.
I mailed it on the 11th, right? It said it was supposed to get here the 15th. I sent him when I mailed it. What did I do? I sent you the receipt that we mailed.
Yes.
Copies of the notarized deed, and then it's in the mail. And because I work with the county so much, they probably saw this and recorded it right away, because you just see the same name over and over again, either coming in, we're either buying or we're selling. So it was like quick like flint. So I wanted to tell you, I under promised and over delivered. It was you were already the new owner when you were speaking to me, as I'm telling you, hey, you're going to be a new owner. You were already a new owner. So I just want to say congratulations to you, sir. And your family.
And I thank you and your wife as well. Yeah. Can your screen come? Can you blow your screen up a little more?
Yeah, definitely. Let me see if I can magnify this a little bit. Is it too small for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just if you can, no problem. Nice.
So, it always goes by, we're the grantors because we're granting, Mr. Madden the property, and then he's the grantee, the person receiving the lot. So it always goes, last name, first name, middle, and then, your additive. Same way mine is, because I'm a junior, he's a senior. So, I just wanted to show people a little bit different. Now, Lavell, you're not just somebody I just called. Like, people can find you when they find me, right? I mean, that's not... Did we lose you?
Yes.
Right. So you're on my friends list. Like, when you wanted to buy a property from me and looked at that, I didn't just say, hey, okay, cool, go to ancestrylands.com, and then that's the only way. I wanted you to see my own Facebook profile, and he's there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you have 3 kids or 4 kids?
I have total 7. I have 6 biological and 1 bonus child.
Bless you.
So I have 6 altogether.
Gotcha. All right. So
7. I mean, yes.
Yeah. So you need about you need about like 3 more properties for me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on it.
So this is 1 down, 3 more to go. And I gave you some packages. I didn't just sell you 1. Like, you got 2 for, like 2 with a little discount. And then you got a Colorado City, some in Southern Cal. And then we're just talking about continuously building up a wealth portfolio for you. So, this is just me congratulating you as a new landowner. I'm very happy that we have another Black landowner. I'm in so many circles talking with people of color who do not, it's not limited to people of color, but it's just, they don't believe they can own property. And I'm telling them, yes, you can. And they're enthused, they're galvanized behind it. And then they just feel like I'm just trying to sell them. And I'm like, I was telling people in New York, I was like, hey man, I got a client. He doesn't even know he is a landowner right now. I'm telling them in New York, we're at a multifamily conference, and I'm like, this guy's a landowner right now. He doesn't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta call him, and I'm trying to, now we're talking this morning. It's Tuesday the 19th, and I'm like, he's already a landowner. So I just wanted to thank you for believing, for trusting, and doing your due diligence and choosing me. And we got 3 more to go. I am going to sell you right now because I want everybody to know why buying property is so important. Buy another 2 or 3.
Yeah, no. And also, this is a great opportunity because these properties will work for us instead of us having to work for them for 30, 40 years. So it's a great opportunity to be a part of it. Thank you again to you and your wife.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna just single this up, man. I'm telling you, and again, all my clients, Lavell is on my friends list. Please, if you own a property from me, please message him. And I'm gonna stop sharing right now because I'm getting every message in the book. All my emails are coming in, and he does construction, does building. He has other connections that can help you out in Southern California. I also did connect with another architect because I know you were saying you have an architect.
Yes.
Another guy down in Florida, sorry, Texas. And he does plans, so I'm working with him behind the scenes to make sure he can connect with you, Lavell, as well.
Yes.
So you
And
just
then,
have another resource in case
yes.
one architect, you can have them competing against each other for your business.
Yes, and also I do want to add that
Hmm.
sometimes we can get the rights to use plans that worked on another lot.
Hmm.
Sometimes that'll save us time and having to do everything from scratch. Long as the lot is big enough and the setbacks are okay. It's normally like 5 feet on each side,
Hmm.
20 feet up front, maybe 10 feet in the back. So long as the lot is 6,000 square feet or better, we should be able to use some plans more than once, possibly. Okay, so I want to throw that out there.
And this is why I do this, folks, because it's not just the value I bring, it's who I'm connected to. And Lavell, he knows that I'm always trying to find a way to not just make land the opportunity, but other ways too. And again, folks, if you bought from me, please be respectful when you're messaging Mr. Madden. And he's on my Facebook friends list. All my clients are. So just approach him in a way that he understands that you're one of the other owners, and let him know, hey, look, whatever you're trying to doing, connect with me and do things along the way. And be fair and honest. This is my reputation too, as well, because you're a client, he's a client. I want all my clients to interact as a community, not as competitors. You know what I mean? So, because if he does something and improves his land, you're going to benefit from that too. And if he improves your land, you're both going to be benefiting. And that's how wealth is created as a community, despite color. I'm talking about where the city is, and he's there to help provide that value, right?
Yes, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm looking forward to hearing from many of you all.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Lavell, listen, you have a great day. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
This is going to be remixed into a series of different videos, but yeah, just comment. Everybody give Lavell a round of applause in the chat, in the comments, like this video, everything else like this. I'm putting this on YouTube, everywhere. People want to see this fan base, all the other platforms that I'm on, so they know who you are. I want to bring business to you as well, too, Lavell. And we got 3 more to go, hopefully 10 more in the future. I'm just
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that 40 acres pretty soon.
Hey, my guy James has that. It's another brother that has that 40 acres. So look,
Okay.
I'll talk to him, say, hey man, he might want to buy you out. So
Okay.
we'll make the money happen if it comes to that. All right. But look, you have
Yes,
a
sir.
great day. Thanks, Lavell.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right.
Thanks again. All right.
Congratulations. All right. Bye-bye. All right, folks. So listen, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just going to do a little talk point from here, is that this is what I'm talking about. The benefits of land ownership is that he owns land, has skills, and he also is that skill is transferable, usable for all the other clients that I have. I did other videos talking about value and who I'm connected to, and this is one of those things where I'm trying to get this microphone in here, man. I'm just starting out, so you're gonna see I'm gonna improve, but just we're starting out today because you need to know when it's happening. This is just the continued value that I bring and I talk about with buying land from Ancestry Lands, from myself and my wife. The thing about it is that it's not just I sell you the land, you're done. I don't just want your money. I'm looking to build wealth for my clients. Do you know why? Because if I build wealth for my clients, I build value. They're going to buy more land. 2, they're going to be able to show other people who bought land in the same area how to do what they've done. I don't get any money from that. Lavell's on my friends list. You go look at and see he's on my friends list. If you're a friend of mine, I do vet people very much. So you can't just send me a friend request and think that's going to work. It's not. But what he does is a value to me. He's one of my resources, and I protect that fiercely. I will caution everybody messaging him, if don't do it, and don't lose me as a friend because you didn't value him as a resource. Okay. Because that will happen. But at the same time, I'm showing you that I'm not just here to sell you land. I'm really here to create generational wealth and generational opportunities for you and your family that far outseed my lifetime and what I'm going to do. If you go off and become a successful builder and you're making more money than, I'm happy for you. Please, I would hope, don't forget about me, but I'm not looking to take from you. I just want the story of how you're part of my journey. I want my kids to look back and see this video and be inspired that their dad really did help people. No one can go to my funeral the day that I'm supposed to be taken off the earth, but I want to leave behind cookie crumbs, trails that I have done something to help people that wasn't just for me, it was for them. The property I got, I was able to procure the property and be able to deed the property over to someone who has a use that it may be his grandchild that ends up I'm helping indirectly. I don't know, but that's part of the wonderful thing about what I do. I hope this story inspires you folks. I hope you stayed long enough. Please go, if you're not interested in buying a property, go watch some land videos, like them, comment on them, tell me what you like about the land, tell me what if you could own land, what would you do? Leave a comment about it. Get engaged with the content that we have. Don't just sit there and watch us and the likes. Comment down, great. Anything. Show me who you are and what you're interested. Because if I see your name over and over again, hey, maybe I can reach out and maybe we can get a property for you, no matter what. Under any circumstance, we can work something out. Or at least tell me what would you be inspired by if you own that property. Anything would help, but I just want to show folks sincerity, honesty, and being transparent in a way that you can see that I've got my skin in the game. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm changing lives. Lives are being changed in a time where inflation's 9% and the world's going down. There are people whose lives are being changed and inspired by land ownership, and it is the truest path to wealth. Not just real estate, but land ownership, because you don't need to have a building up on the property before you can start making money off the land. Ask me how, I'll tell you why. But you gotta own before you get that knowledge. All right, Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands. Have a wonderful day. Today's Tuesday, the 19th of July. It is almost noon East Coast time, and that's how we're doing. I hope you're inspired, folks. I'm not even gonna edit that out. It is what it is, right? You're seeing I'm a genuine person. But thank you so much for listening. Like, share, subscribe. This content is more coming. I love that lives are being changed. It's not about minorities or people of color. It's accessible to all people, but the person that's coming up, I hope the people who don't think that that they can get land are now inspired by that story and think that land is, for them. $1,000 down, $200, $250 a month. And you'll be right where Lavell is. And he did that. It didn't take him but less than a year to pay off for that one property. He's got 3 more that he's still making payments on. He can pay them off whenever he wants. And his children, I think he has a daughter too as well, like a younger daughter, like maybe 4, under 4. But she can see her father as a landowner. And there's how powerful is a young girl looking up at her dad being a landowner, seeing what he does, and where does that change her mindset moving forward? Growing up knowing that, hey, my dad, we're landowners, we've owned property, this and this. She is not attached. She's now detached from the stigmatisms of the cultural, those labels that she gets placed on in society are placing on her that she doesn't even know that's there. That is what we're changing. That is what you should take from this video. That is what you should hold on to about what buying land from us we're really doing with land ownership. All we're doing is making sure that we can go out and go buy more land and bring more value to those people who want to change their lives and change. Not only that, again, now we're talking that generational thing again. He has young children. He has 6 children now. 6. I'm saying that loud so you understand. 6 children, okay? He's changing their trajectory in life by what he did today. They are understanding and learning now what he can do with the land, and they're seeing him own land. He's not a servant working, trading dollars for hours. He's doing something, so his conversations, his journey is now part of their legacy. They now can understand that their value is already intrinsically worth more. then what society's going to tell them they're not worth. They're going to walk through life, going through school, and experience all the different isms that the world has to offer, all the labels, all the put downs and let downs in society. But he started at the first step at home, showing them their true value, and that's through his actions of owning land now, but starting off buying land with me last year, early in last year. So that's the takeaway from today, folks. Mindset. Okay, I'm trying to get your mind showing through action, showing through what I'm doing, my journey, to get your mindset into the place where you got to understand you need to take advantage of this opportunity right now. And it's Ancestry Lands who's got you covered. We got you covered. We got you covered. Ancestrylands.com, Ancestry Lands on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. We're on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Fanbase, Facebook, Ancestry Lands LLC. Philip Davis, man. I love you guys, man. Seriously, anybody who's watching, my clients, thank you all for making this possible. You've made this possible so much. All right. Take care, folks. Remember, you're either going to own property or be owned this property. Phil Davis, Ancestry Land, signing out. Take care. We're going to go buy some land on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go buy some land.